Hey everybody, in this video we're going to take a look at creating bundled listings for your Etsy print-on-demand shop using Printify. Alright, so before we get started, I want to point out a couple of things just so we're clear. When I say bundled listings, I don't mean combination listings that offer just the same design on a few different products. I have a few different videos that show how to do that. If you're just looking to offer like one design on a few different products, then I will link to a video about that in the description and in the corner right now. So what we're going to look at in this video is how to offer a bundle of products in one listing as one listing variation. So being able to sell multiple products together without having to have the customer add multiple things to their cart. One other thing I need to make sure we're on the same page about before we proceed with this. There is no automated solution currently with Printify or really any other print-on-demand platform that I know of to sell bundled product listings on Etsy and have it fully automated where you don't have to do anything manually. That is because all print-on-demand platforms have a one-to-one relationship between a product variation and a product SKU number that's in their catalog in your account. Now, that being said, you can create listings that offer bundles of products, but you're going to have to fulfill your orders manually. So you need to know that going into this. If that ruins the whole process for you, then I guess I'm going to have a lot of people not watching the rest of this video. But if you still want to do it, let's take a look at how to do it. Creating a listing with a bundle of products in it really is not going to work the same as doing those combination listings. We're not going to be matching up SKU numbers to anything because there is no way to automate the order fulfillment process, like I said. So we actually don't need to create the drafts of the products on Printify first. However, I still find it helpful because then you'll have some mock-up photos that you can download and you'll already have gone through the design process for whatever products you want to bundle together. So I still think it's easier to create the products first on Printify before you create your bundled product listing. Now, you can do this with any combination of products, like literally anything. The only thing you need to make sure of is that the shipping prices or the shipping that you're going to set up with the shipping profile is going to work for this bundle of products that you're going to sell. So that's the main thing to pay attention to before you do anything, is make that decision of, will the shipping work out? If you create a bundle of the same product, the shipping is probably going to work out pretty easily for you, because if somebody, let's use the sticker example, if somebody buys 4 stickers, even though they're going to be 4 different designs, if there's 4 of the same sticker from the same print provider, you're not going to pay that first item shipping price for all of them. You're just going to pay it once, and then the other 3, you'll get the additional item price. So it's easy to set up your shipping profile for a bundle like that. However, if you're going to do a bundled listing that bundles together different products, chances are the best thing that you can do is just do free shipping and build the cost for shipping into the bundled price. So for this example, what we're going to do is we're going to create a bundle listing where you can buy a 4-pack of stickers that each have a different design on them. So we're going to create 4 draft listings in our Printify account that each have a different sticker design on them. So what I'm going to do first is create the 4 drafts of the stickers that I want to offer, and I'm not going to worry about really setting the pricing or anything in Printify. I just want to get the draft set up. All right, so there we go. I've got 4 sticker drafts here, sort of 4th of July America themed graphics as stickers from Spoke Custom Products. Let's go create the listing. So of course, we're going to start by going to our listings here. And if you've done this before, you can actually save a draft as a template, so you can just copy it each time. If you're going to do this a bunch of times, I do recommend doing that. Or you can also copy a live listing and make adjustments to it each time. So there's 3 different ways to do it. Do whatever's easiest for you. But we're making this one from scratch. So I am just going to put in the title here because I have to. So let's go ahead and put in our title. All right, of course, we would put our photos in here. I would add the mockups from Printify. I would probably do a couple different things. I would add at least one mockup that showed a large image of each individual sticker. And then I would also use Canva or whatever software you like to use to make at least 1 or 2 mockups that show all 4 together with an explanation of, you can buy them as a bundle. And if you're going to do the different size options, what those size options are, you can easily fill up all 10 with a listing like this just by showing that information. The description, of course, you want to fill out as you normally would. Price and SKU we can skip because that's all going to go under variations, but we can't do the variations yet until we add a category. So what we want to do first, actually, let's click on core details. We'll clean that up first. It's a physical item. We're going to say another company or person because it's print on demand. It's a finished product and it's going to be made to order. And then we'll select our print partner, which is Printify in this case. So now the core details are done. We're good there. Now we can add our category and then that'll let us do the variations. So we're going to just search for sticker here. There we go. We'll do stickers. Now we can come up and add our variations. So we can click on add variations. Now you want to kind of be a little strategic here. And this is all going to come down to what exactly are you offering in the listing? Are you going to offer all of the size options like 2x2, 3x3, 4x4? Or are you just going to offer one size? Also, are you going to offer the ability to buy each sticker separately, like by itself? Or are you only going to offer kind of bundle quantities of each one? Whatever you want to do is going to determine the two variations that you add. You can only add two separate variations. For example, if we were doing the different sizes, we need a variation for the sticker size, and then we need a variation for what's the combo pack, what's the bundle. So we're going to click on create your own here. The first variation is going to be the first drop down the customer sees and the way that you see them grouped together on the screen. So if you're going to do the size options, I would recommend putting the sticker size first. So we'll call this one sticker size, and you can link photos to it or you can not link photos to it. With these types of listings, I honestly don't think linking photos is all that important because I don't actually think it helps all that much with a listing like this, like it does if you're like trying to show the different colors of apparel or something like that. Now under options, I'm going to put in my sizes. So I'm going to put in 2x2 inch, 3x3 inch, and 4x4 inch. And Printify also has a 6x6 inch, but I'm just going to keep it to these three. So I'm going to click done at the bottom here. So that's my first variation. The second variation is going to be where we describe what bundle the customer's buying. So I'm going to click add variation again, and I'm going to click create your own again. Here we need to give it a name that it's clear what the customer is selecting. So you can name it anything. You can name it like quantity, whatever you want to name it so that it's kind of clear to the customer what they're selecting. And now this is where you want to add nice descriptive options. Now, there's not an unlimited amount of space here for the number of characters, but you want to be as descriptive as you can. So if you're going to include an option where they can buy a quantity of the individual ones, you can either give each design a name, which will add length here, or you can just call them like design 1, design 2, design 3, and then basically list that on your mockup. So add text to your mockup so that it's clear which one is design 1, which one's design 2, like that. So what I've done here is added a variation for each design. So we have design 1, 2-pack, design 2, 2-pack, design 3, 3-pack. So they can buy a 2-pack of each of those designs separately. Now we're going to add a variation for one of each. So I'm going to name this variation one of each with 4 in parentheses because I can't make it any longer than that. And that will hopefully make it clear to the customer they're getting one of each, which is 4 stickers. Then I'm going to do the same thing for 2 of each. Now you could keep going with this. You can go as many as you want with the number of variations here because you're not going to be matching up SKU numbers to this, like I said at the beginning, because there's no way to do that when it's multiple products. So feel free to add as many options as you want to. It doesn't really help all that much to add a million options that it's very unlikely somebody would ever buy because they'll just see a million options and they might even give up if they see that many on there. I'm just going to stop here because I think you get the point. So there's a few different ways to create these variations, but I'm going to click done. Now what we want to do is say that our prices vary and our quantities vary. That'll just give you a little bit more control, and you want to make sure that both of them are indicated here in these drop downs. You don't need to use the option for SKUs vary, again, because we're not doing any SKU matching in this particular type of listing because you can't. There's no way to match up one SKU to a pack of multiple products. So now we can scroll down and hit apply. All right, so now we've got all of our variations, and you can see because we picked sticker size as our first variation, it has grouped them in that order for us. So all of the 2-inch by 2-inch packs are now grouped together, and then 3-inch and then 4-inch. So now what you can do is go through and set all of your prices, and I only did quantities here so that I could set each one to the maximum. Check the box in the corner so you can update all of them at once, put in $9.99 for the quantity, and it'll fill in $9.99 for all of them. So now you just need to figure out your pricing if you haven't already. I probably recommend doing that before you create your first one of these, but all you need to do is use an Etsy fee calculator like the one I have linked in the description. I like to use the Allura Etsy fee calculator because it's so quick and simple to use. All you need to do is figure out what is your total cost for each one of those combo packs that you created, and then calculate your selling price for the profit margin that you want. So for example, let's figure out our total cost for the 4-pack first. So production cost is going to be the same for all 4. So if somebody bought a pack of 4, we would pay $1.07 times 4, which is $4.28. Then we would also pay the shipping cost, which is going to be $4.29 plus 3 times whatever the additional item cost is. And in the US, the additional item cost for these stickers is only 9 cents, which is great. So for the 4-pack of stickers, we're going to end up paying $4.29 plus 27 cents, which is $4.56. Add that to the $4.28 that we're paying for the production cost, and that gets you a total cost of $8.84. So we take that $8.84 over to our calculator, and we just start putting in a selling price to get an estimate of what our profit is. You can see $12.99 would be a 19% profit margin, so not high enough. $14.99 would be a 29% profit margin, so that's probably a comfortable place to be, or at least a comfortable starting point. So in this case, for the 2x2 inch size and the 4-pack only, I would set my price at $14.99. Now, that's assuming I am doing free shipping on this. Now, if you want to charge for shipping, if you don't want to do free shipping, the easiest way to do it is just set one shipping price and then subtract that amount from every variant. Because when all of the variants are the same product, that first item shipping price is the same and that additional shipping price is the same. So you're not going to run into a combination of products that really throws things off. For example, instead of charging $14.99 with free shipping, we could charge $12.99 and set our shipping profile to charge $2 shipping. And then we would also set our additional item shipping price to $2, so that no matter what quantity somebody buys, they're paying $2 for shipping for each individual item from here that they add to their cart. And that way we're not going to lose out on shipping at any point, unless of course you're opted into the free shipping guarantee, in which case if their order goes over $35 before the shipping charge, you're going to miss out on that shipping. By that point though, hopefully you have enough profit margin built in to make up for it, but if you don't, you may just not want to opt into the free shipping guarantee. So just to show you what I mean there, instead of using one of my existing shipping profiles, I selected the option to create a new one, and I'm going to enter my prices here. So for domestic, which for me is the United States, I'm going to enter a shipping method, and you can just do other with an estimate. If you're not sure what to enter here, honestly, I think the easiest thing to do, go back to Printify, go to one of the listings that you created, one of your drafts, and publish it as a draft to your Etsy shop. And when you do that, make sure that you allow Printify to create a new shipping profile. So what they'll do is they'll create a shipping profile that's just for that print provider. You can then go look at the shipping profile in your Etsy account, and you can actually just make edits to it, save that one and rename it, and use that for your bundle listings, and it'll already have the correct zip code and the correct shipping method in it. But you can still change the prices to whatever you want. But the point here is, instead of free shipping, if we do fixed price, I would come in here and I would put $2 for the first item, $2 for the second item. And then, like I said, no matter what quantity, how many packs they buy, they're going to pay $2 for each one for shipping. Now that can add up a little bit, and that could cause somebody to abandon their cart. So personally, I would lean towards doing free shipping as long as your prices don't look really ridiculous when you do that. But it's totally up to you. The only thing I wouldn't recommend doing is kind of the more traditional thing to do, which is to set a higher first item price and a lower second item and additional item price, because after 2 items, it's no longer going to work out the same way. For example, if we did $3 for the first and then $1 for the additional, if they bought 2 sticker packs, it's going to work out the same whether we did $2 for each or $3 plus $1, right? Either way, it's $4. But as soon as somebody orders 3 or more, you're actually not getting the same amount anymore. So if we did 3 and 1 like this, if somebody bought 3 sticker packs, then I would only be getting $5 for shipping instead of $6. Now, it still should work out okay for you, because the higher quantity you buy, the more of them you're paying that additional shipping price. So it kind of compounds that effect and adds to your bottom line a little bit. But personally, I just like to have more of a guarantee that it's always going to work out. So I would either do free shipping or the same charge for first and second items. All right, so there are 4 main things that make this process different than the process for creating regular combination listings. We've already covered 3 of the 4. So the way you create your variations is different. Calculating your prices is different, because for each pack that you create, you need to figure out what is your total cost for that quantity and then base your pricing off of that. And then figuring out your shipping is either going to be just free shipping with the cost built into each pack size, or it's going to be a little bit different the way you charge for it compared to a regular listing. And the 4th thing is the order fulfillment process. So when you do this, there is no way to get your orders to automatically sync to Printify. Printify is just not set up to recognize that one individual product variant is actually multiple products. So what that means is any orders you get from listings like this will not come to your Printify orders tab on your orders page. They're going to go to the other orders tab on your orders page in your Printify account, and you just need to manually fulfill them. How do you do that? It's actually very easy. All you do is select the order that came in from the other orders tab, just click on it. When that order opens up, you get this green little box here to select product. So when you click on that, it's going to give you a pop-up where you can search your product catalog. Whatever they actually ordered, you just add it to the order. So we go ahead and we select what they ordered here. One thing you don't want to do in this case, you don't want to use this checkbox to automatically import orders with this product variant unless you have your order fulfillment set to manual. If you select this option, your orders will start syncing to your regular orders page in Printify if somebody orders this same product again. The problem with that is if you're using automatic order fulfillment for other listings in your shop, it will get submitted to production before you have a chance to look at it and make sure it's the correct number, the correct quantity and combination based on the bundle that somebody bought. So I don't recommend doing that. If you have your fulfillment set to manual and you never plan on changing it, you can do it. However, I think it still would end up creating kind of a messy scenario. So I would just recommend not selecting this option so that basically you want to make sure everything still goes to your other orders page so that you are making sure you're entering the right quantity and the right number of designs and all of that. So just go ahead and click confirm. Now you don't actually edit the quantity here. First, you need to import the order. So you click on the green button to import. It gives you another message. You hit confirm. Then it will land you on this page where now you actually have more of the order details and you may need to refresh the page. All right, so after you refresh that, you should see the options for cancel, duplicate, and edit. So what you want to do is click on edit. Now you can go ahead and add any additional product designs from your catalog that you need to, and you can also change the quantity of each one. So if somebody bought a pack of 2 of each one, you add them all, you change the quantity to 2 for each one, and then you submit the order. So that's how the order fulfillment process works for these. It is manual work, but this is the only way to do it if you're using a print-on-demand platform with Etsy right now. There just isn't another option that you can offer that will automatically sync everything so that you don't have to do this manual process. All right, and that's it. That's how you create a listing that is a bundle of different product designs within one listing on Etsy. For now, this is the answer to the question. Hopefully at some point down the road, one of the print-on-demand platforms or all of them will start coming up with a way that works better for this. But if you were interested in offering bundle listings, I hope you found this helpful. Let me know down in the comments if it was, and if you still have questions about it. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button if you did find it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe to the POD Insights channel. Thanks, everybody. See you next time.